Are you ready?
Yes.
Hey, makes a man take things over. Hey, lets him loose, hard to swallow. Hey, puts you there where things are hollow. Hey.
All right, we're back. This is The Hollywood Entrepreneur. It is your celebrity business news. I'm David Fagan, and of course, this is Lorena Stewart. If you think we say our names a lot, it is a contractual thing. We have to say Lorena's name quite a bit here. Now, look, there was a really interesting article that came out, Lorena, about the book and which turned into a movie, The Notebook, right?
Yes.
And this is a famous movie, very well known.
Nicholas Sparks.
Nicholas Sparks, of course, had a big interview about his most recent movie. I believe it's called The Choice. Does that sound right? And they want to know kind of how it got started. And really, The Notebook was the one that really launched him as a book-to-movie kind of guy. And it was kind of an interesting thing. You know, how did they pick Ryan Gosling? And kind of an interesting story. Ryan was sort of a last choice. There were a lot of actors that they had asked beforehand that didn't want the role.
He was the last choice?
Well, I don't know if he was
He's
the last
American.
choice,
He's
but
like
he was not the
America's heart
first choice, and that there were more than one person, more than one actor that turned it down. They kind of looked at the script and said, you know, here's a guy who's in love, he stays in love, he's still in love, he's in love without her, he's waiting for her, oh wait, look, there's no arc, there's no story, there's no whatever. And I think a lot of actors looked at that and said, well, where's the arc, where can I really bite my teeth into this thing? And of course they passed. Ryan took it, and I think this is a great example of a game changer for an actor that moved him into just total heartthrob, you know, status.
I was one of those fans.
Yeah, I mean, the kiss in the rain, right? Is that the famous scene?
Yes, it is.
I mean, there's so many of them. There's the carnival. There, he's laying down the cement. He's rowing the boat.
You remember more than I do, David. I mean,
sorry,
who's the bigger fan here?
I am. I'm a sucker for a good love story. I am. I'm a sucker for. Honestly, I'll go to like YouTube and I'll just watch a few little clips or scenes out of it there.
Of The Notebook?
All right, now before I embarrass myself any further, out of The Notebook, absolutely. But that movie changed his career. So it got me thinking, what other roles, just game changer, just really instigated a whole nother future for these people? What either created them or recreated them? I've got my list here. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've got 8. I got my top 8 here. David Fagan's top 8 game changers. I believe after these movies happened, these actors were never the same again.
I can't wait to hear.
Proved them, yeah.
I'm on the edge of my
seat.
seat.
That was number 8. We're gonna count them down here. Number 8, right? So here goes number 7. Number 7 here. Will Smith, Independence Day.
Oh,
you know,
absolutely.
you can kind of go back and say, you know, The Fresh Prince. I mean, there was definitely some other movies in there, but what won? I think that was one of the first summer blockbusters. It really proved that he could help put butts in seats. I also wanted to pick it too because the new Independence Day is coming out. He's not in it.
Yep.
They didn't pick him to have him back in it, right?
He's not.
So let's go ahead and cross him off. That's number 7 on there. What do you think? Will Smith, Independence Day.
So you think that Fresh Prince didn't?
Nah, not enough. That was just as a TV star. Now, to make sure that he's seriously an A-list movie star. Big difference between TV star and movie star, right?
Course, yeah.
And look, these aren't really in total specific order. I was trying to figure out, like, I wanted to really end with like this big one, but it was so hard to choose.
Who's number 6?
Robert Downey Jr., Iron Man.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that was a game changer. And he, by the way, to this day, he still makes more money in those movies than anybody else. What they're essentially saying is, we could get a different Thor.
Yeah.
We could get a different Hulk. Hulk's not too easy. That's a lot of digital animation. You know, we could get a new Captain America. But we can't get a new Iron Man. We got to have Robert. He gets the most money out of everybody. And that brought his career back.
Yeah.
That was a game changer for
was.
him. Leo DiCaprio.
Titanic. Done. As soon as you said game changer, I thought Leo and Titanic.
Yep. It has to be.
Absolutely.
It has to be. How old were you when you saw that?
I was young. I don't even think I was in junior high. Was I junior high, 6th grade? But
Did you watch it more than once?
oh my, I watched it obsessively.
Did you watch it in the theater?
In the theater.
Multiple times?
Multiple times. I made mom take me and dad take me. And if instead of a treat, I would go to the movies and watch Titanic.
Okay, number 4, one of my personal favorites, and maybe this is just, again, more on my mind right now. Matt Damon.
Okay.
What do you think the movies were?
Born Identity.
Jason Bourne, you
Jason
nailed it.
Bourne,
Yeah,
yeah.
Jason Bourne. No, that is, and he left. They didn't have the same director. They wanted to do somebody else. He said he wouldn't do it unless they brought back some of the original people, and they did.
Yeah.
Matt Damon's coming back. They just showed it during the Super Bowl not too long ago.
Yeah.
New Jason Bourne movies coming out.
I'm a fan.
So number 4 there, Jason Bourne. I'm gonna go. Well, we got to do these kind of together. They're separate. We got to do them together.
Okay.
Vin Diesel, Paul Walker.
Oh.
Fast and the Furious.
Fast and Furious.
I mean, look,
Yep.
Vin Diesel did not want to make another Fast and Furious movie. He went out and did like The Pacifier, did some
Yeah.
kids movies.
Which
He
is
did
funny.
Pitch Black,
Yeah.
Chronicles of Riddick. I love it. Great
Yeah.
movies, but nothing like
Nothing
Fast and Furious. Matter of
compares.
fact, he ends up coming back to the Fast and Furious. Same thing with Paul Walker.
Yeah.
It was Into the Blue with Jessica
Yeah.
Alba, which was a great movie.
But that really set them apart. That really took
Oh, my
their
goodness.
career to the next level.
What
I
was
have to agree
funny
with that one too.
is it seemed like such a copy of Point Break. You know,
In a way.
Keanu Reeves, Patrick Swayze, it seemed like rough, but they may have proved that it was even better.
Yeah.
They got a much larger audience. They did better with it. So you got Vin Diesel, Paul Walker, Game Changers, Fast and Furious.
Absolutely.
That franchise has made so much money, and of course the late Paul Walker now.
Yeah.
We've got Jim Carrey.
Wait, don't tell me. Ace Ventura.
Ace Ventura.
Pet Detective.
Ace Ventura.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and you could have gone a couple different ways with Jim Carrey. I mean, you could have said,
No, Ace Ventura.
you could have said Dumb and Dumber.
No,
you could
no,
have said,
no,
but no, it is.
Ace
It was
Ventura.
Ace.
I remember I grew up watching Ace Ventura and
was.
Dumb and Dumber and all these movies, but the one that stands out was Ace Ventura.
It was. It was a game changer.
Yeah.
To this day, it was the role that
Say hello
I mean,
to my little friend.
I mean, he wrote the big checks after that. If
Yeah.
you wanted, I mean, there was just some great success stories about that.
Yeah.
Okay, number one, right?
All right, is this based on who you think?
This is me. This is me.
So this is the person
and
who
it's
had
so
the
close.
greatest-
All these, you could probably convince me
The
otherwise.
greatest success, the biggest.
The most
breakthrough.
defining role
Okay.
that took them from zero to hero.
Okay.
Okay, zero to hero.
Zero to
So we
hero.
already talked about Ryan Gosling, zero to hero.
Megan
We already
Fox.
talked about Will Smith, Robert Downey Jr., Leonardo DiCaprio, Matt Damon, Vin Diesel, and Paul Walker. Kind of
Yeah.
did them together. Jim Carrey, Ace Ventura.
Yeah.
We kind of went through all this.
Yeah.
Biggest one, Christian Bale. What was the movies?
Batman.
Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it was
Done.
the biggest game.
Yep.
I mean, he's gotten
Yeah.
great roles after that. He did it extremely
Yep.
well. The movies made so much money.
Yeah.
You could argue that Heath Ledger added to that success quite a bit.
I think he did.
But
Yeah,
still,
he did.
there was a movie before and a movie after, and they were just as big
Yeah.
or almost just as big. Christian Bale is just seen
Yeah.
differently. And if you want to go out and see a great movie, look at some of the more recent
Yeah.
movies he's been in. And of course, the latest movie just escaped my mind. Maybe somebody will yell it out to me. But a movie about the whole financial markets and how they just kind of broke down.
Yeah.
He plays one of the financial analysts in the movie. Hopefully, it'll come to me here.
That
Anyways,
one, the one they're pulling up on the screen
the-
right now.
Yeah, there you go. They'll get it for me. But there is these game-changing movies. They are out there for actresses too. But isn't it interesting to think? Isn't it fun to think at home that there's one movie, that there's one project, that there's one moment, that there's one job, there's one book, there's one appearance that could just change it all?
Absolutely.
I just get
Yeah.
thrilled
It's
by that.
exciting. The
Like
possibilities are endless.
Absolutely. What is the big break?
Yeah.
These guys have become Hollywood icons after that, and I can already start to think of other ones coming in too. What about Guardians of the Galaxy? Who was it? Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt. Oh yeah.
That changed everything for
Yeah.
him. Now Jurassic World, but it was Guardians of the Galaxy first. Okay, we're talking big breaks here on the Hollywood Entrepreneur. We're talking big changes, game changers, icons, and what was the big breakthrough movie? Let's talk about actresses when we come back. Who were the actresses and what were the big films that changed them forever?